Hi, my name is Emma Nasto and I play Louisa Von Trapp in The Sound of Music. In the last episode of Meet the Cast, we met Imani Smith, the first person who plays Maria. But now we're meeting the second, Abbie Griffin.
The hills are alive with the sound of music, with songs they have sung for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
Hi, my name is Abbie Griffin. I'm 18 years old and I play Maria in The Sound of Music.
My first question is describe your character. What is Maria like?
Well, to me, Maria is like super fun and like fun loving and exuberant, and she does not fit in, which I relate to her on the super kind of hyper and like not fitting in too well. So like when she's in the Abbey, I feel like she's just being shrouded, and that's why she always like gets yelled at, because I always get yelled at for everything too. But she's like, she can brighten up a room as soon as she walks in, or like completely darken it if that's not the vibe at all. But I think she's really like a super confident person, and she brings a smile to everyone's face, or tries to.
My next question is what has playing Maria been like?
Well, playing Maria has been really enjoyable, because I've wanted to play Maria since I was like, I think 2 years old or something. I love this movie from since I was really, really little. And just like learning the lines and everything, I've just gotten to see like the inside of her brain, I guess, as we're like analyzing each line or blocking or something like that. It's been really fun, and I really like interacting with all the kids and like doing all the dances and stuff. Like, I love the little guys and the not so little guys too.
Aw, thank you. My next question is what has working with Von Trapp's been like?
I have loved it. With me and my cast, we have like such a good, I don't know, such a good vibe, because I feel like our vibe is similar to like actually Maria and the Von Trapps. It might be a little bit different because like even when I asked like Kate Moon a question, a lot of the times she would like, no, Abbie, it's this. Or well, she's Gretel, the littlest one, of course. Like I asked the littlest one questions, but she knows what she's doing, and everyone knows exactly what they're doing, and everyone's so like on top of it, and like has such motivation to do everything like as good as possible. And when we're in a scene, it kind of feels like we're not even in a scene. It feels like we're actually experiencing the moment, just because they have like such a great connection with everyone.
My next question is what is your favorite moment or line from the show?
That's a really hard one. I think actually my favorite moment is when, well, one of mine is when Maria's yelling at the captain for like, you don't know your children enough, because I feel like there's so much emotion, like silent emotion from the captain, and a lot of like she's like tripping over her words and just like letting all this stuff out from what she's noticed about the children. And she's like, how can you not know your own children? Like, you're their actual father, and how do I know them more than you? And then when that scene, like the moment between them is over, and then the kids start singing, then it's like a whole nother level of, I don't know, it's that whole scene is my favorite. Even when after the kids leave and he's like, you're right, that entire thing, I just love it. It's like so much emotion, so much meaning and everything. I love it.
My next question is what is your favorite nuance or something that we do in our cast?
We have a lot of things. I think, well, when we did the read through when Andrew, well, this is one thing. I'm going to say like two things. When Andrew said collapse and laugh, because that every time I fight back the urge to just say collapse and laugh when we're supposed to laugh. And then so like the moment is like, oh wait, I'm supposed to actually laugh and not say collapse and laugh. I also like when I do like how our interactions are like with the whenever someone has a line and it's like no, when there's some sass, I feel like there's just some extra sass, and it's like a good like siblingly rivalry. Even with me, I feel like as Maria, I'm kind of like a mother figure, but in the cast, I feel like I'm like the older sister figure. Like I feel like me and Liesel like are on the same. Yeah, it's really fun.
My next question is, what has working on a show during COVID-19 been like?
It's been fun, but like Zoom rehearsals are just so, I don't even know, just interesting, I guess, because it's interesting because you can't like have a scene partner and like feed off their energy, because the energy is like behind a screen, behind their screen, and then them. So it gets lost a little bit. But as soon as we got back like to in-person rehearsals, like what was it, 2 weeks ago, everything was just like snap right together and we got it. So I liked having Zoom rehearsals, like especially when everyone couldn't attend. But like the fact that we had to make it super long instead of like the usual 2-3 months, we had to make it like a whole entire year just because of the everything. I really liked working on it for a long time. I just feel like, I don't know, it's so different. It's just so different. And same with costumes and everything. Like that is super different. It's nothing like I've ever experienced before.
My next question is, what is your favorite thing about playing Maria?
My favorite thing is probably, I think I really like how she has like a wonder behind her eyes. One of my favorite lines that she says is like in my favorite things, like the bedroom scene when she's getting ready for bed before Liesel comes inside, she says like, but they're children, they have to roll in the grass, climb trees, think of all like the rocks and the caves. And I think that just shows how in the beginning she connected herself from like and like running in the grass, Sound of Music. I really like that about her, because she just kind of like runs and is just like, look at all these great things. And like that's like childlike but also realistic wonder is really refreshing to play in times like this, because everything has to be super serious, especially like when I just turned 18. Like I have to be like an adult in a time like this, and just like her mindset is gonna affect me for the rest of my life, because she was in a really difficult situation and she like pushed through it and like taught the kids music and brought music back when everything was starting in the 1940s. And I feel like that's a similar situation today, with like everything in the entire world is kind of shutting down or not going the way we want to, not as drastic, but in a way. And I feel like the way that she just pushes through everything and is super positive and like super responsible when she needs to, but like also super fun. I really like that about her.
My final question is, why should people, now that we have a date and tickets on sale, come to see the show?
Well, there are a lot of reasons, because we're good. But I think people should come and see this show, because when are you going to get an opportunity like this to come see an outdoor live show and like just be forgetting the world for a little bit, like enter a different world and just like think about what's going on in the show and forget about what you're leaving behind when you sit in the seats in not the auditorium, outside in the parking lot. But Yeah, we have a really, really talented group, no matter what cast. I'm not even just saying my cast. Like, everyone across the board has put in so much work, and everyone is so talented. I just think it would be a really like good experience for people to come and see, to get some change just from everyday life, and to see some really good quality performing.
Thank you so much for coming, Abbie. Goodbye.
Bye.